What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm here with our player from the shop. Introduce yourself, big boy.
Hi, I'm Nick, also known as Enrollis. I'm a player for 88. I was playing Smoker at the One Piece Bandai Card Fest Nationals this last weekend. Placed top 16, went 8-2 in Swiss, and then ended up losing round 2 in Top Cut to a Bonnie.
How do you feel about bringing Smoker to this event specifically?
It was fine. I've played the deck for a long time. I picked it up in OP10, had a lot of fun with it. It's been decent enough into most of the metas so far. Some up and down. I think it's in a really good spot right now, since EVO2 probably the second best spot. It has a lot of neutral matchups out of the best meta decks right now. Probably the worst one being Rayleigh, but even that one is like a 40-60, so it's doable.
So you have any noticeable matchup during the Bandai Card Fest?
Yeah, so in Swiss, it was a little scary. Enel is a bad matchup for me, and that was round 1. Enel, bad matchup. I can play around it, but it's a lot of gambling on what type of build they are running. So it'd be better to see in like Top Cut where I know deck lists. But seeing it in Swiss against Smoker, if they're running a control build, I have to wait until Mihawk's turn to pretty much play anything. Because if they see Kuzan, they're able and stick like one of my chumps into life, they're able to get rid of my Smokers really easily. Round 6 was against a Blackbeard. He really knew the matchup. It seemed like he was playing all the right things to counter Smoker, which a lot of people don't really know because Smoker's not in the meta. Round 7, I was on stream against Nikki Goldman.
I saw that one. Did the announcer say that you won the match?
It did. They were wrong.
To finish that game, it is going to be Enrollis ending up taking it with the red-green Smoker. Wow. That was such a comeback. The double Rosinante turn just broke my brain. I don't think Nikki was expecting that either.
I did not win that one. That was my first loss of the day on round 7. It was against Zoro. I opened up like not a lot of counter. Ended up drawing not a lot of counter. My hand at one point was like Dead Man's Game, pistol, 3 Mihawks and a Hody. And I'm just like, I can't live. And I thought it was all over right after that because it was the Rayleigh. I had one Rayleigh matchup and that was round 8. So I come back from stream after that one loss. I sit across and I see the Rayleigh there and I'm like, oh, well, this is how it ends. I lose die roll as well, so I'm like, this is definitely how it ends because you really need to go second into Rayleigh, but to get them off the loopy curve. I was able to see a lot of my removal as well, so I was able to get rid of his board. It was close, which is more than it really should have been. If he didn't really start out like that slow, then I probably would have been out of it. But it worked out in the end. And then last round, I ended up losing to a Bonnie, so that was my second loss for Swiss. Really great guy. I ended up seeing him again in day 2. He was my round 2 opponent, but he eventually knocked me out again. Yeah, I lost game 3 to him. Day 2, going into Top Cut, my first match was against Azora, but he was a little more event heavy with aggressive. I don't know if he didn't see enough bodies through searches or opening bad or just like his playstyle is more leader focused. First game I high rolled on counter. I had double Igloo in opening hand, so I was able to withstand like one of his attempts at game, and then I was able to win on the return. The second game I was able to open up a little bit better on bodies, and he didn't open up that well on bodies. That game was a little bit more me favored towards the end. So I ended up closing out that match 2-0, which felt really good, getting to top 16 off that. And round 2 was against the Bonnie. Lost round 1. He was able to see a lot of his bodies. I didn't see too much control. And then game 2 was a little bit of nail-biter towards me. Even though I opened up really well, he opened poorly. He's able to play it really well. He ended up only playing like 2 Eroge on 5 and on 7. He ended up playing Eroge. But with Bonnie, like a lot of his focus on like top end. So he was able to see some top end that was scary. Game 3, I just kind of opened unplayable. My first hand was Mihawk, Hody, Beckman. Had to mull that. And then second hand was Hody, pistol, Dead Man's Game, and a 2K, which also unplayable. First draw, third Hody, first life, second mull pistol. just kind of lose from there. So yeah, I was knocked out then, but super happy with top 16, especially with a off-meta deck like Smoker.
All right, so it starts off with the deck profile.
Okay, obviously, leader Smoker. It's a versatile leader. It can make a lot of plays. On opponent's turn, all my characters that are either Punk Hazard or Navy get an extra 1k power.
That's very important.
This is relevant, very, very much so, especially in matchups like Zoro and for Rayleigh. And activate main, the thing that allows me to do more plays. If I have a 7k body on board, I can restand 2 Dawn. So it's kind of like a just Cavendish perpetually on board. So what I call like the core of the deck, Smoker, key card, 5/7, very aggressive stat line, no counter, but it does have Banish. Smoker allows me to get another Dawn, but only once. This is like your main aggressive tool, and pretty much every matchup, you want to see this on turn 3 almost always. This is why this deck can do well into Zoro, because on their 6th Dawn turn with the Tashigi, even though they can rest this, it is an 8k body, and maximum they can swing 9k into it. So I can still protect this with only 1 card. Sanji, really early aggressive tool. It's a 3/6 on your turn to swing in, so very nice body to have. And Smoker as a 4-life leader does struggle with some hand size, being a red leader as well. It is an aggressive body, and you are an aggressive deck. They are going to want to remove the Sanji off board, and then when they swing back at the Sanji, if it dies, you get the 1 draw. It is very nice to keep up hand size. Hody, key game ender. You don't get the +1k on opponent's turn, but you do not need it. It is an 8k body. I'm sure everybody knows what Hody does now. This is your main like go for game tool. You have to remember with Smoker on board, you can restand 3 Dawn off of leader and Smoker effect. So effectively, if you're going for game, Hody only costs 4 Dawn. So you'll have 6 Dawn to work with when you're going for game after you play Hody.
Broken Hody for 4 Dawn. You guys hear that? 4 Dawns.
4 Dawn Hody. Real nice. Core 2Ks, Tashigi, needs to be at 4. This is what protects your board. You are a green deck, you're a red deck. Without board, you are nothing. You need to have one of these on board at all times against any deck that can remove your cards. But yeah, Tashigi mainly for UP, so they can't Mihawk or Grav Blade your board. If they're ever able to Grav Blade 2 of your bodies, you lose. Last bit of a core card is the Chopper. Amazing 2K for this deck. It's a 4/6 blocker. On the opponent's turn, it gets a +2. That is a 2K, but because of my lead skill, is a 4/7 blocker, which is a really good stat line. Super great to have out in the Rayleigh matchup if you can ever afford the time to put it out. A lot of the time it's just going to be a 2K. So that's what I'd say like the core of the deck. Searcher lineup. I'm a little bit unconventional right now. I just said the Virgo standard. Virgo standard needs to be in there. I'm running it at 4. I used to run it at 3, but you kind of want to see them right now, especially with Rayleigh in the game, because it can hit over their chumps, and their chumps cannot hit over this unless they're a 3K, because on opponent's turn it is a 3K body. And then I'm running Kujaku. I do not run Perona in this list. With this meta, I think it is much more important to see consistent Tashigis. There are a lot of UPs out there. There are a lot of bodies. You need your Tashigis out. Kujaku's a great choice. It's almost a free search as well because you can pop this to give something on your board an extra 1k power. So it's effectively you pay 1 and then get the search, and then you can give the 1k to something. Playing at 3 just because of deck space. Deck is a little tight. But yeah, I'm running the Kujaku instead of the Prona. I don't really care too much for the Mihawk search or the DMZ search, because my main go for game tool right now is the Hody, not the DMG. Right. Those are searchers. DMG, I said before, I'm only running it at 2. You don't really need more than this. It's a counter at times. Sometimes you use it to rest things. I rarely use this to rest things for go for game unless I've not seen a Hody. So yeah, I'm only running 2. You don't need more than that. I said before, Igloo, main defensive event. Very good into Zoro, very good into Rayleigh. What this does, which since I'm sure a lot of people probably haven't seen this, is a 2-cost event, which is not bad for Smoker since I get so much Dawn. I can afford a lot of the time late game to do everything I want and then still leave up 2. It gives something plus 3k for the battle, and then something on your opponent's board minus 2k for the turn. So you can use this effectively like a 5k counter, or you can use it to try to mitigate 2 swings. If they were to swing 7 into you, you can use Igloo to stop that 1 swing with a plus 3k, and then something else that has not swung yet, you can use the minus 2k too. So Igloo, very good into meta. Big counter, able to do wide, able to do tall. Very good card. And then Drake is just my last 2k that I'm running. I'm only running 11 2ks. Deck space, again, I think it's fine. Drake is just a Navy target for Kujaku, extra 2ks.
It's generic 2K.
Also relevant sometimes. Hopefully you never need to do this as smoker, but it is a 7k body. So if you're in a big pinch, you can always throw this down on 6 and then still use leader effect because it is that 7k body. Blocker lineup other than the chopper. 3 Mihawk. I think 3 is enough. Great card, just came out the set. Does tons in Smoker. If you have Smoker on board, this is almost effectively a 1 cost. Typically, I only need to see 1, which is why he's only at 3. A lot of the times, it's just positioning for game. 1 Mihawk on board, enough position. Especially if you can get a second Smoker. Like Mihawk, Smoker, Hody is...
It's a scary board, man.
Very scary. Not a lot of decks on that do that. Other big card at the set for this deck is the Jewelry Bonnie.
I see the manga Bonnie coming out.
This deck treats me well, I treat this deck well. Just the one though, I ain't no rich person. Bonnie also very good for this deck. Very good there are a good amount of bricks in this deck that you're, like if you ever see like second Hody, you're probably not gonna play that. Deck is fragile, playing out a second one, probably not going to happen a lot. Rosie. This one, not a lot of people have seen. Tech Choice is a 3/4 blocker on opponent's attack. Once per turn, it can restand itself. Very good into the meta right now. You'd want to play the 2-cost Rosie if we were in a KO effect dominant meta, but we are not. Lucci is not currently there. I have to believe the deck doesn't exist, because if I run across it, I am dead. And then last blocker that I have is I've got 2 Koshiro in here. Not much more. You don't need much more. Deck space doesn't really need it. You're aggressive. I'm not walling up too much. 2 is fine. 3 would probably be okay. Deck space tight. Last couple cards. Mole Pistol at 4. Best option in the game right now, pretty much for removal, especially in Smoker. This costs 1 Dawn. Remove a 7k body. Or just reduce something by 5k. If you see a kid, make it a 3k. That thing's dead. Mole Pistol, super great card. Best removal card in the game when paired with the Smoker. Last 2 slots, Beckman. I was going through a lot of options for these last 2 slots. This is why the 2k Drake is at 3 and the Searcher is at 3 as well. I want 2 slots to play into meta. Some options that were going through my head was Radio Knife, Luna, 9-cost Zoro, but I ended up with Beckman. It's just generically a pretty decent card. So I'd like to shout out 88 Card House. Sponsored player there again. There is a great community here. A lot of people playing One Piece. Great store. A lot of very good player. A little sweaty, I will admit, but good for fostering competition, building player skill. Shout out to Dual Spec, powered by. Great sleeves.
Dual specs.
And finally, I'd like to shout out T3 testing group. Great players. Best in the Bay. Couldn't do without all their help testing into different matchups. Very skilled players. Specifically Key.
Wow.
Key Osa, he really helped me a lot with kind of finalizing deck and workshopping some lines. Especially for Bonnie matchup, which is one of his bread and butters right now.
Terrifying matchup, by the way. Terrifying matchup.
Another 88 player too. Yeah.
Until next time, hopefully I get to see you on another deck profile, and hopefully you're doing well. Congrats on the top 16 again, and see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.